This season is about me. This season is about my well-being. This season is about my health. This season is about my dreams. This season is about my goals. This season is about what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. This season is me spending more time in my Bible, talking to God more, continue to talk to God more, bringing all my burdens to God. This season is just really about me really stepping into my purpose and really following what God has for me, because I feel like the longest time I get so caught up in the earthly things, and I get so caught up in things that are not of God, right? And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, even if it's like friendships, relationships, like a lot of dysfunctional things that went on in my life that I was so focused on that pulled me away from what God has for me. And it's like, when I was lost over there in all that dysfunction, and when I was lost in everything, I hear, man, oh my gosh, I don't know. Something just told me just to record, man. I'm obeying what God says. So when I was out in the world, just doing all this craziness, almost lost my life over so many wild decisions I was making and being reckless with my life, I always heard God in the back of my mind. Oh my gosh. I always heard God in the back of my mind, like, find me. I'm here. This is not you. This is not what I'm about to cry. This is not what I have for your life. I'm going to save you. I'm going to pull you out. But you got to find me. You got to find me. You got to find me. Anything I did. And I'm not going to lie, I was so far gone, I didn't even want to see a Bible. I didn't even want to hear the word. I wouldn't even let my grandmother pray for me. You want prayer? I don't even want prayer. Through all this, God always told me, he's like, find me. You know where I'm at. When you get tired, you're going to find me. You're going to get tired. When you get tired of living your life, of living this life that I did not call for you, find me, right? Find me. So I got tired. I got tired of the bad decisions. I got tired of looking in the mirror and not seeing the person that I knew that I was. I got tired of this. I got tired of the dysfunction. I got tired of the burdens. I got tired of everything in my life. Everything was going wrong. I got tired of it. So I was in my room, no phone, nothing, in my room, just walking around. And I was like, I just started throwing stuff. I'm just chucking it, just swinging, I was so frustrated. It's funny, but it's not funny. But I was just throwing stuff. I was just so angry. I had nowhere to turn, nowhere to go, nothing, none. So after I calmed down, right? Oof, man, it's deep. After I calmed down, I said, God, I'm tired and I'm here. I surrender. I finally surrender. I will give you my life. I will give you my life again, right? If you promise me the way I am feeling, you will pull me out of it. The way I'm feeling, I feel like I can't go another day. I feel like I feel like this is hard for me. I feel like there is no life left in me. I know I hear you. I see you. I feel you in my dreams. I know it's time. I surrender, but the way I'm feeling, please take it, because I can't carry it. I can't do it no more. After that day, right? I went to sleep. I woke up. I had like this burst of energy. I can't even explain to you. The way I was feeling the day before, gone. It was like a new person, a new life, gone. Before, I didn't even go to work. It was hard for me to work. It was hard for me to function. After that day, I was like, all right, let me get dressed. Let me call my boss. Let me tell my boss I'm coming in. Let me work. After that, my life, everything just started falling into place. That feeling that I once felt, I have not. I stopped feeling that feeling the next day after I prayed to God and had my moment. And ever since then, I have not felt that feeling. I have not felt that feeling. I continue to see God. I continue to pray to God. I continue to give God my time. I continue to not neglect God. Even when things are going good in my life, what I do, I still pray. Thank you. God, thank you. I just pray, God, this house, everything. I just thank God for my house. I thank God for my job. I pray for contentment. I thank God in everything, and I don't forget God. That's the thing. Sometimes when we get blessed, we forget where the blessings come from. We get blessed and we be like, oh, I got it from here. No, you don't. You don't got it. So even in my blessings or anything, man, I stay humble. I stay in that. I thank God. I give God thanks. And he pulled me out. And I'll never forget that he pulled me out. He pulled me out of that feeling. He pulled me out of that dysfunction. He pulled me away from those friends. He pulled me away from people that don't mean me well. He pulled me out of those jobs that I didn't want, those jobs that I couldn't stand going to work to. Them jobs I kept quitting. I was like, this is not my purpose, God. Please, this is the job I want. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I know with you, as long as I keep working hard, you'll get me there. Guess what? I got my dream job that I always wanted. You know, I got my dream job that I always wanted. So, and I noticed that I was so consumed in everybody else's mess, everybody else's stuff, trying to save everybody else, and I needed to save myself. So ever since then, I've been in the season where it's like, look, like, I've got to put myself first. God, of course. My daughter, of course. But I got to put myself at the top of there, because if I'm not right, she ain't right. If I'm not right, my brother's right. My brother lives with us. He ain't right. If I'm not right, nobody else is right. If I'm not right, my members that I deal with at my job every day that depends on me to help them, they won't be right. So I'm prioritizing myself, and I'm putting myself first, and I'm just listening to God and staying connected. Stay connected with God. And I notice, I see a lot of people always talking about God and all that stuff, and I thank God, because honestly, when God does a miracle in your life, that's when you know he's real. When you're in places where you feel like you didn't even know how you were going to get out, that's when you discover God. That's when you know God is real. That's when you know God's real. So this season, I hope I didn't get off topic. I just, whatever I was feeling, I just poured it out on camera to y'all. So that's just what I did. And I know that it's going to make sense, because this is just coming from God. It's not coming from me. I'm just giving y'all my testimony. So I'm just in this season where I'm just focusing on myself, and I'm just following what God is telling me. Yeah, I have different things that come and different distractions that the enemy's trying to send to me, but I just block it off, and I just pray, God, look, I'm getting distracted. I'm getting over here, and I need to get back here. Can you help me get from over here to over here? I'm back over here. Can you put me? And every time it's like this. I'm here. God's like, I'm here. God's like, I'm here. God's like, that's how it is. So, and it's like, even on my hard days, man, I just pray. When I don't feel right, I pray. I usually don't pick up the phone, call my friends and all that stuff. I start going to God. I noticed when I started going with God and my problems, I noticed that things God will solve them, but you got to bring it to him. Okay? So this message, I pray that somebody receives this message. And in this season of my life, I'm just focusing on me. A lot of people, they say I'm selfish. If it's selfish, then I'm selfish. If I'm selfish, then I'm selfish. Bottom line, if I'm selfish, then I'm selfish. But I see a vision, and I'm going to follow that vision. Vision is about me. I put way too much energy into people I don't need to put energy into. Way too much energy into people that don't put that same energy in me. Now, I'm not the type of person that put out something to expect something back, but I'm saying, like, if I'm pouring into you, like, you should be pouring into me, because we got that type of relationship. No matter what relationship you're in. Like, for example, my relationship with my mom. My mom is a beautiful person. We're very, very close. We're like this. But it's like, you know, my mom pours into me. I pour into my mom. My mom is right there for me. I'm right there for my mom. It's like everything is being reciprocated, and there's nothing wrong for wanting that back. If you have a friend that is not doing that and doesn't appreciate you, Joe, I'm telling you, bye. And honestly, people feel like you need friends. You don't need friends. All you need is God, and God will provide you the friends. So me, with myself, I got my strength, everything from God. I have had a period in my life where I had nothing, nobody. So when I stand tall. I stand tall in the presence of God. I stand tall in God's word. I stand tall in my prayer life. I stand tall in my relationship with God. You know what I mean? When it comes to friends and different people like that, I don't look to that. Why? I look to God. Because when I didn't have nothing, who was there? God. You get what I'm saying? So I love you guys. I just wanted to go ahead and do this video. God been telling me, hey, go ahead, put your content out. 2024, you said you're going to, you know, God told me 2024, you said, you know, as long as you going to do all the hard, you going to do your labor. You going to do, you know, what you say you're going to do, and I'm going to back you up, but you got to stick to what you're saying. So that's what I've been doing. So I love y'all. I'm going to continue on my day. Blessings, blessings, blessings. If you're watching this video, I love you. I pray whatever you're going through, just know that if God can bring me through some dark, horrible times that I've been through, He can most definitely do it for you. And He will do it for you, okay? With love. I love you. Bye.